Let's get to some community reaction that we've been talking about. We're now joined by Nawaz Tahir, a lawyer and a spokesperson for the London Muslim community. Thank you so much for joining me today. In total, the court will hear about 70 victim impact statements. Michelle was just talking about how difficult it is to listen to that in court. As a member of that community, how difficult is it for you to read them?
It is difficult. After 2.5 years from the murders themselves to rehash all of the impact and the emotional toll that these murders have taken, not just on the family but on the community, is an extremely difficult task to rehash and almost re-traumatize.
Yeah, you have spent so much time in London, Ontario. You, of course, live there. You're an active member of that community. You've spoken with the people after this tragic loss. You've had to pick up the pieces. You were there when the camera stopped rolling. Can you describe what the past 3 years have been like?
Well, I think these victim impact statements also show the trail of destruction. So I think about a natural disaster that happens, and it's very easy to see the visual images of the trail of destruction that is left behind. So I think what these victim impact statements do is they provide a window to that trail of destruction that has been left behind by these murders. And so sometimes it can be difficult to put that into words, but I think it's very important for all of society to hear that human impact of what these murders did.
Right. And Nawaz, the London, Ontario attack, as horrific as it was, it triggered national calls to combat Islamophobia in our country. Has anything changed on that front for you?
Well, speaking strictly as a community advocate, I would say no. There's still a lot of work to be done. We have asked for criminal code amendments to add hate crime to the criminal code. We've asked for changes to the education system in Ontario to ensure that it reflects the diversity and contributions of all faiths and backgrounds to humanity. So I still think as a community advocate that there is a lot of work still to be done.
And as a community advocate, how re-traumatizing do you think it is for a lot of these people to show up to court and to have to read about their pain?
For a lot of the victims, this is really the first time that they have publicly spoken about this. And in some cases, some of their own family members will not have heard about this. So it's very difficult to get into a courtroom, sort of that institutional setting, and really open up your heart and really dig deep into some of the very deep emotions that have been there. And in some cases, people have tried to put away over the course of the last 2.5 years because the legal process has not been a quick one for the victims.
Okay. Nawaz Tahir, a lawyer and spokesperson for the London, Ontario Muslim family community, rather. We thank you so much for your time and your perspective.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.